What is going on, everybody in Math Squad? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing a speed test between the Galaxy A71 5G and the Redmi Note 9S. Now both of these devices have the Snapdragon 7 series inside. Let's see which one is faster. Stay tuned. Math Squad, as I said in the intro of this video here, this is going to be a speed test between the Galaxy A71 5G and the Redmi Note 9S. And to get things started, I want to discuss the specifications on paper for each device. Now with the Galaxy A71 5G here, we're going to have the Snapdragon 765 inside, which is going to have 6 cores that are clocked at 2.4 GHz, and the other 2 are clocked at 1.8. And for the GPU, it's going to be the Adreno 620. Now, out of the box, this device is going to feature 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. And you're also going to be running Android 10 with security patch of July 1st, 2020. And with the Redmi Note 9S here, you're going to have the Snapdragon 720 inside of this device, which is an octa-core chipset as well. It has 6 cores that are clocked at 2.32 GHz, and the other 2 are clocked at 1.8. And for the GPU, it's going to be the Adreno 618. Now this variant of the device is going to have 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage. And out of the box, you're going to be running Android 10 with security patch of August 1st, 2020. So Math Squad, looking at the specifications on paper here, I'm going to go ahead and give this to the Galaxy A71 5G. It has more RAM, it has a faster CPU inside, so it's clear you're going to have to get this W. So as of right now, we got a score of 1 for the Galaxy A71 and 0 for the Redmi Note 9S. Let's go ahead and get to the next part of the speed test and see who can win that one. So Math Squad, with this next part of the speed test here, we're going to be doing the application open and RAM management test, in which I open up the same application on each device at the same time to see which one can open it faster. And then afterwards, I test the RAM to see which device can hold the applications that we opened previously better in the background. So to get things started here, the first application we're going to open up here is Play Store. That goes to the Galaxy A71 5G. The next application we're going to open up here is YouTube. That looked like a tie to me, so let me know in the comment section who won that one. The next application we're going to open up here is Amazon. That goes to the Galaxy A71. The next application we're going to open up here is Best Buy. That goes to the Galaxy A71. Now we're going to head over to social media. Next application is going to be Facebook. That goes to the Galaxy A71. The next application we're going to open up here is Instagram. And that goes to the Galaxy A71. The next application we're going to open up here is Twitter. And that goes to the Galaxy A71. The next application we're going to open up here is Netflix. And that goes to the Galaxy A71. And the final application we're going to open up here is Spotify. And that goes to the Galaxy A71. So Math Squad, not really too much of a surprise when it comes to the application opening part of the test here. Kind of expected the Galaxy A71 to speed through everything, because the Snapdragon 765G is a really snappy processor. It's just not a flagship, but it's right before the flagship, if that makes sense. It's a very fast CPU. So let's go ahead and test the RAM on each device and see who can hold these applications better in the background. Play Store, held by both. YouTube, held by both. Amazon, held by the Galaxy A71. Best Buy, held by the Galaxy A71. Facebook, held by the Galaxy A71. Instagram, held by the Galaxy A71. Twitter, held by the Galaxy A71. I believe the Redmi Note 9S as well, so I guess that's a tie there. Held by both. Netflix, held by the Galaxy A71. And last but not least here, Spotify, held by the Galaxy A71. So Math Squad, I'm guessing there was pretty much no competition there. The Galaxy A71 destroyed the Redmi Note 9S, with it having a little bit more RAM, not even a little bit, 4 gigs of RAM more than the Redmi Note 9S. You saw the performance difference. The Redmi Note 9S has the Snapdragon 720 inside, but it's not as fast as the Snapdragon 765. But as of right now, the score is going to be 2 for the Galaxy A71 and 0 for the Redmi Note 9S. Let's get to the next part of the speed test and see who can take that one. So, Mass Squad, with this next part of the speed test here, we're going to be going over the Antutu benchmark, the Geekbench, and we're also going to run a speed test to see which device can get the faster data speeds. And to get things started here, we're going to look at the Galaxy A71 having a score on the Antutu benchmark here at 309,377, which is a pretty good score. Not exactly what I was expecting. I think I actually got a little bit higher than this on another test. But yeah, this is the score that I got here. And if we look at the Redmi Note 9S, we got a score of 239,280. So this is about 70,000 points more than, no, excuse me, 70,000 points less than the Galaxy A71. So if we're going to go based off numbers, this part of the speed test has to go to the Galaxy A71. Let's go ahead and look at the Geekbench. Now, Mass Squad, I ran a Geekbench test for Geekbench 5 and Geekbench 4 on both devices here. And with the Redmi Note, or excuse me, with the Galaxy A71 here, I got a little tongue twisted. It has a single core score of 603 and a multi-core score of 1,746. And this is Geekbench 5 here. And of course, we're running Android 10. And that score is pretty respectable. Can't get too upset about that. But if you look at the Redmi Note 9S, the single core score is 554 and the multi-core score is 1404. And it's also running Android 10 as well, as I said earlier. And yeah, the Galaxy A71 edged it out again on the Geekbench 5 test. Let's go ahead and jump to Geekbench 4. And so with the Galaxy A71 here, we got a single core score of 2,793 for Geekbench 4 and a multi-core score of 7,320, which is definitely respectable. As you can see, there 8 gigs of RAM. And with the Redmi Note 9S here, single core performance is 2577 and the multi-core performance is 6,084. So considerably way more on the multi-core performance for the Galaxy A71, but fairly close when it comes to the single core performance. But nonetheless, higher numbers, faster processor on the Galaxy A71, so it takes this part of the speed test as well. Let's go ahead and jump to speed test here. So Mass Squad, here we are looking at the speed test here for each device to see which one can get the faster up and down speeds. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get that started and see which device can take this here. And I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Oh, by the way, this is the Galaxy A71 on the left side. And looking at the speed test here, you can see on the Galaxy A71, we got a down of 94.1 and an up of 22.2. And on the Redmi Note 9S, we got a down of 95.3 and an up of 23.2. So faster on the up and down speeds for the Redmi Note 9S, which is a bit surprising, of course. But nonetheless, the Galaxy A71 took the Geekbench and the Antutu benchmark part of the test. So if my math is correct, that's 2 out of 3. And that's technically going to make it the winner here, having a score now of 3 on the Galaxy A71 and 0 for the Redmi Note 9S. Let's get to the next part of the speed test here and see who can take that one. So Mass Squad, with this next part of the speed test here, what we're going to be doing is the application install test, in which I install 3 of the top applications here from the Play Store and see which device can actually install it faster than the other. Whichever device installs 2 of those 3 faster than the other automatically wins this part of the speed test here. And the first app, as you can see there, is going to be Zoom Cloud Meetings, and we're going to get that installed here in 3, 2, 1. Let's see which device can take this W. And it looks to me like the Galaxy A71 is off to a head start. It's already installing. Let's see what happens. And that goes to the Redmi Note 9S. So being that the Redmi Note 9S installed the first application faster than the Galaxy A71, we're going to go ahead and get to the second application, which is HBO Max, aka best application in the world. Don't at me. We're going to install that in 3, 2, 1. Let's see if the Galaxy A71 can get a W here. It's already downloading and it's installing. And the Redmi Note 9S seems to be struggling here. It's unfortunate. No breaks. And that goes to the Galaxy A71 5G. So being that the Galaxy A71 took the second application that we installed on both devices, the score is now 1-1. So this third application is going to be the W, or it's going to give the W to whichever device. And that's going to be the second best application in the world, aka WhatsApp. Don't at me. We're going to install that here in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see who can take this W here, because I kind of want it to be the Galaxy A71, but we'll see what happens, because the Redmi Note 9S installs really fast. And that looks to me like it was a tie, but it might have been edged out ever so slightly by the Galaxy A71. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that is a tie and give both devices a W or a point for this part of the speed test here, and get to the next part here. So right now, we got 4 for the Galaxy A71 and 1 for the Redmi Note 9S here. Let's go ahead and get to the final part of the speed test here and see if the Galaxy A71 could get a 5-1 victory. So Mass Squad, with this final part of the speed test here, it is quite simple. We're just going to be doing a restart test, or basically a power on and power off test to see which device can restart faster than the other. Not really much else left to say with this part of the speed test here, and we're going to go ahead and get that started in 3, 2, 1. Now, if I got to guess, I'm going to go with the Galaxy A71, but we're going to see, and I'll see you guys in the next few seconds. And that goes to the Galaxy A71 5G. So with a final score here of 5 for the Galaxy A71 and 1 because of that tie on the application install part of the test for the Redmi Note 9S, this is a 5-1 victory for the Galaxy A71 here. And I guess with the highlights of this device here, you saw with the application open and RAM management part of the test, the Galaxy A71 is a powerful phone. It has great RAM management, and it's probably one of the best Samsung phones I personally ever use from my experience. I didn't have any of the latest S models or any of the latest Note models. This is the best one I had ever, and I absolutely love this phone here. So it clearly showed that it's the more powerful device, although both of these devices had the Snapdragon 7 series chip inside. So Mass Squad, let me know in the comment section below, did you think the Redmi Note 9S had a chance of defeating the Galaxy A71 in this speed test video? Let me know. And if you're new to the channel here, consider subscribing so that you don't miss any coverage when it comes to mid-range and budget devices, the Galaxy A71 and the Redmi Note 9S. And Mass Squad, like this video here so that other people just like you can get a little bit more help when it comes to researching mid-range devices and budget devices like the Galaxy A71 5G and the Redmi Note 9S. And then you get to see cool speed test videos like this one here. It makes sense, right? And last but not least, share this video with your friends and family and let them know that not all Android cameras suck. It is just not true. But until then, my name is Max Rock. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day, y'all. Deuces.